How's it going, everyone? Today I have another racer reveal for you all. That's right, Season 9 of Disney Speedstorm is just like 4 or 5 days away at this point. It's completely Pirates of the Caribbean themed, and so far this week has been absolutely jam-packed with news about the new season. We have gotten racer reveals, teasers for the new track, looks at the new track, release dates, more information, teasers about the mid-season characters, leaks, and more. And today we have another Pirates of the Caribbean racer reveal. That, of course, being Tia Dalma. So without further ado, let's hop straight into it. Earlier today on all of their social media platforms, Disney Speedstorm posted, Racer Tia Dalma is ready to cast a spell on the competition and hashtag Disney Speedstorm Season 9. And there you can see Tia Dalma joins the race. I gotta say, of all the Pirate Racer reveals so far, this one is my favorite. I know I love Will Turner and he's my favorite, but Tia Dalma, this reveal, she looks so cool. I am absolutely in love with her design. I think they captured her almost perfectly. She looks absolutely incredible, and I'm so glad that she is joining the game. As you can see, she has that sort of voodoo-ish necklace. I'm not sure if that has any significance in the Pirates lore. Again, I'm not super caught up on all of that, but it looks great on her design. I love the red colors. Her car looks great, and once again, the wheels have been absolutely phenomenal so far with these racer reveals. I cannot wait to see what Davy Jones's wheels are going to look like tomorrow. But you know, they were on point for Will, they were on point for Barbossa, and now Tia Dalma has absolutely excellent wheels. I love them a lot. And she's gonna be so fun to play in game. You know, her car looks great, her design looks great. Fingers crossed she is a voiced character. You know, I'm not super optimistic that she will be, but it would be excellent if she was. I love her accent in the movies, and her voice lines would sound incredible in game. But let's do some predicting for Tia Dalma, talk about what she might be like in game. For her class, not really getting Defender or Brawler vibes personally. I could maybe see Defender just because I'm not sure any of all the other Pirate Racers necessarily fit as that class, but in my opinion, Trickster or Speedster is sort of the vibes I'm getting from Tia Dalma. You know, she has that lightweight look that a Speedster usually has, but she also has a lot of voodoo and magic to her personality and sort of her abilities in the movies, and so I think Trickster could fit that very well. But overall, of all the characters they have revealed so far for Pirates, I think Tia Dalma is the one I'm the least sure on. I think if I had to guess, I would probably say Trickster, but overall, I'm not too sure because I feel like most of the pirate characters fit as tricksters. You know, I mean, they're a ruthless, backstabbing lot, and so it just makes sense. But my final guess, probably Trickster. To talk about her epic crew member, for those who aren't aware, I have a video out earlier today about a bunch of leaks. I'm not going to fully spoil them, but if you want to be spoiled, you want to know who the mid-season characters are and all of the crew members for the Pirates collection, as well as the next racer that will be revealed tomorrow, go check out my video from earlier today. But Tia Dalma's epic crew member was revealed, and I believe it's going to be rock crabs, so small little spoiler there, but that's an interesting crew member. I guess it makes sense though. And for her unique ability, there is so many cool possibilities they could do. You know, Tia Dalma is like the master of voodoo magic. There's a lot they could do. She, you know, she could transform into Calypso. She could send crabs at opponents, which I think would be a relatively boring ability compared to the rest of what she could do. You know, she could voodoo, maybe control someone else's car. That could be really exciting, a type of ability that we've never seen before. She could, you know, randomly select a racer and perform voodoo magic on them and stun them or something like that. There's so many amazing possibilities for Tia Dalma's ability, and I'm sure Disney Speedstorm is not going to let us down, and they will deliver and make a really cool, unique ability for Tia Dalma. But let me know what you guys think. What do you think her unique ability and class is going to be? I'm super excited for her. I know I said Will was my favorite a couple days ago, but Tia Dalma might be taking that slot depending on what she's like in game, because her design is just amazing, and I love what they did with the character, and I cannot wait to see her in game. It's going to be super exciting. But the news today does not stop there. Of course, before Tia Dalma was revealed, they posted this picture of the track concept art, and where all the other previous ones were concept art that we had seen already, this is actually a brand new piece of concept art. So let's take a little bit and sort of analyze this image. You can see it's part of the underwater section of the Pirates of the Caribbean track, which we have seen before previously. In another piece of concept art, we saw like a ship graveyard, and this is definitely going along with the same theme. I'm sure these two pieces of concept art are incredibly close to each other on the actual map. And so that makes a lot of sense. You know, they mash together in the shipwreck graveyard. But overall, it looks really cool. I'm a big fan of like the hanging gold coins with the sort of lights next to them. I'm not too sure what they are, but they look amazing. There's more lights underwater. You can see the sand, and obviously this section of the track is most likely going to have underwater physics, very similar to Atlantica. If I had to guess, you know, it would just make sense. Which, you know, is either an upside or a downside depending on how you look at it. I know a lot of people aren't fans of the underwater physics. I know a lot of people are. It really just depends on your personal preference. Let me know what you guys like. Are you happy that we are getting another track with an underwater section? Personally, I am. I like the diversity and identities of tracks being a little different. You know, I think it's fun to have these cool features like this, and the underwater physics are really, really cool, and right now they're only utilized in one track. So I think it'd be nice to have a short section on the Pirate's Life track where the underwater physics are sort of utilized, and obviously this section looks like it is an upside down ship that you are driving through, which I think is really, really cool. And there was also the code Calypso in this image. If you guys spotted it, it's over there on the left side. And if you redeem the code Calypso in game, you actually get 1,959 season coins, I believe. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But also, the last notable thing about this image is it was captioned with the two emojis of a crab and a wave. And so obviously those are relating to Tia Dalma, the racer that was revealed today. And overall, this concept art looks great. I cannot wait for a Pirate's Life expansion. It's going to be really hype and super exciting. I mean, we saw the track a little bit yesterday when they revealed the release date for the season, and it looked incredible there. And so far, all of the concept art has been absolutely stunning. And I'm sure when we see a Pirate's Life fully expanded and fleshed out in game, it literally might be one of the coolest tracks in the game, so I am super hyped for that. But now let's talk a little bit more about this code Calypso. Obviously Calypso is a direct teaser to Tiadama, but if you redeem the code Calypso in game, you get 1,959 season coins. Now 1959 is obviously a year, and it happens to be the year that Sleeping Beauty was released, and this is incredibly relevant when we take a look at all of the other teasers and leaks that we have gotten this past week. It started out with us getting 101 upgrade coins when they released the code Ferryman, I believe, and then we got 600 vanity coins with the code First Mate, and now 1959 season coins with the code Calypso. So obviously the 101 upgrade coins is relating to Cruella de Vil, who is our first Wicked mid-season character. And then these 1959 season coins is relating to the year Sleeping Beauty was released, which is our second Wicked mid-season character in the form of Maleficent. And the leaks we got earlier today basically confirm this, so again, go check out that video if you haven't seen it already if you want more details on Cruella and Maleficent and all of their crew members. So it's incredibly likely, basically 100% confirmed, that Cruella and Maleficent will be our two mid-season characters for Disney Speedstorm Season 9, which is insanely exciting. But this does leave the last code, the First Mate code, I believe, that gave us 600 vanity coins. It has people scratching their heads. You know, what could this 600 mean? Does it have any relevance whatsoever? Because we have all the racers revealed at this point. The 101 was for Cruella, the 1959 was for Maleficent, so what is the 600 for? It could be another mid-season character, you know, maybe we're getting 3 this season, but it didn't say that on the roadmap, so that wouldn't really make sense, and so a lot of people have been speculating that the 600 some way relates into the new track that we are getting, because we really haven't heard anything about the new track, whether it's going to be an RB environment, whether it's a Walt Disney World track, a Wall-E track, or something like that. And so far, the two best theories that I have heard so far is that the 600 ties into how many years it's been since the Axiom left the Earth in the Wall-E movies. So just a little quick rundown of Wall-E. Basically, they're on like a giant cruise ship in space because the world was too polluted, and when Wall-E takes place, the ship that left the Earth left 600 years ago, so you know, it's a bit of a stretch. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of a stretch, but it is a running theory, and it could mean maybe we're getting a Wall-E track. I've also heard the theory that Disneyland has existed for 600 years, and the fact that Walt Disney World was inspired by a castle that is 600 years old. So that's also a running theory. I would really like for that one to be true. I would love a Disneyland or a Walt Disney World track or something like that. I think that would be epic and easily one of the best tracks in the game. But you know, I think both of those theories are a little bit of a stretch. Again, very well, one of them could be true, but I'm not fully convinced on either of them, so let me know what your theories are. Does the number 600 have any Disney relevance for you guys, potentially in the upcoming track, or maybe a future racer in a future season? You know, maybe season 10's mid-season racers are already getting teased. I don't really know, but it has the community definitely scratching their heads. Interesting, very interesting. So we'll see. Maybe the code tomorrow will make it make more sense, because I'm sure we will get a fourth and final code in the teaser concept art for when Davy Jones get revealed. So that's going to be really, really exciting. But let me know what you guys think of Tia Dalma and all the other news today in the comments below. A lot of exciting stuff. I am getting super, super hyped for Season 9. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.